on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cause a bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Niggas slip on, spin move, and zone. Go from sideline to touchdown. I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Niggas slip on, spin move, and zone. Go from sideline to touchdown. I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name on my crowd, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, hello. My small child with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 22-yard line. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and
a shotgun snap for Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Darnold from the gun. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one-up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start with the option. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
31-yard line.
Here's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
First, a good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and goal, Gore. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Steps away to, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
Touchdown.
He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
A loss of 3 yards.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making it. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Offense retains possession.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Now Mike McCarthy's saying, let's go for 2. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to sue.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Darnold sacked. A loss of
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up off the draw.
Here's Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Darnold finding Perriman there for a New York first down. Darnold. Now he'll escape to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
21, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to number
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now they try the right side here. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
brings up 2nd and 1.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Good for a Jets. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the Cowboys' 7-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
The score, Cowboys 22, Jets.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Marcus May with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 38, Darnold. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, Don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
8 yards.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Flashes another juke. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw
The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
The quarterback keeps it.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
To number 20.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 26.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 5.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket, but it's a lot to add.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Basham leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
It's 3rd.
They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cowboy. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2.
Conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
Here's Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Darnold's pass.
They were looking looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Darnold now to throw. Got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Now it's Gore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They run. It's Gore. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He's got this one completed to Mims. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Darnold to Mims, first down Jets.
The 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Darnold to his tight end, Chris Herndon on the touchdown pass. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brad McDougal. To the football and have it at the 36-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd and inches, Darnold. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Neville Gallimore in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
running from the gun, Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The Jets on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's got Herndon, his tight end.
Complete to Chris Herndon.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
28.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now back to throw. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ball carried by
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're over 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims. 60 yards. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
47-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Look at the big man rumble, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Spins past it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential. He's got a man complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it.
And this is taken in at the 5. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding the situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum. So
the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Darnold going to keep this himself. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. going to be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now run a first down pickup of 8.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2s, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
So first and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's Gore. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. Throw complete to Herndon.
Darnold.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
At 37.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On first down, it's Darnold. Out right here to Herndon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Chris Herndon. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Intercepted.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be...
Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
But now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Now Darnold. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 20-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
the pass.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And he's got his man on the comebacker.
That's good.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out.
And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by... That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track. And
that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for the Cowboys. 49 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Now Mike McCarthy's saying, let's go for 2. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Now here's Johnson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Play by Trayvon Diggs.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Gore. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another carry now for Gore. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. They'll roll him out right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. A throw over the middle taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's second down and 10.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith, his second sack of the night.
Third down.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
44.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
For the point after.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side.
The pass.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Back to throw again. Forced down. So former 3rd over to bring him down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No.
And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Darnold down to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And this carry number 20 for Frank Gore. Puts a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again they run, again it's Gore. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Alden Smith there on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Gore. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Oh, he got some breathing room. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 9-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios there to make the grab. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that.
There goes Frank Gore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
You need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. Yeah, this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Now they'll get this to Mims on the jet sweep.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1-yard line.
And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and push it in with Gore.